Pakaipa Zimbabweans, there are 10 buses that have been bought by the Ministry of Home Affairs in order to deport or facilitate deportation of Zimbabweans. What does this mean for you? We're going to dive into it, but first of all, I want to thank Ashava Designs for hooking me up with this national dress piece that I have here. You can tell that it is nice. Went there, they've got different kinds of designs and they are really nice, especially for us Zimbabweans. We don't have anything that identifies with us. This has nothing to do with affiliation to any political party. This is everything to do with our heritage as Zimbabweans. So if you want to get different African attires, they also sell a lot of stuff. We actually did an interview and I'll put it in the link below so that you can know what she does. She's at Corner Speak and First Street in Harare, and you can order from anywhere you are, and those designs can get to where you are. You can also visit their Facebook page, Ashava Designs, and they can hook you up with something like this or different dresses. Anyway, the story of the day is there is a tweet that was posted which says that the Minister of Home Affairs, Leon Schreib, said that they have got 10 buses that are waiting to deport illegal immigrants. And a lot of people are saying this does not work because people are still going to come back. And we're going to get into that. But first, let us look at what we can do as Zimbabweans, in particular, to our situation. Having lived in South Africa pre-2008 era, I understand how it was to be in the streets of Joburg. Zvazvakaoma, mapurisa aita mari nesu. Waitongoziva kuti ukangofamba kudai so, unogona kusangana nemapurisa otobva atokuti waya ratobuda 200 yatobuda 50 rand yatobuda, waitofanira kutofamba wakatotakura mari. So to avoid that, I've put number ya People's General Shellers here. Get in touch with him. He can assist you. Obviously, some of the stuff he does it for free, but the other stuff he actually you have to pay. And I'm gonna apply my aslam, apply my waiver. He can also assist you kuti unzwise kuti zvinofamba sei panyaya dzemawaiver, nyaya dzekuti munoita sei, nekuti mukaramba makagara musina mapemiti zvinokuomerai maZimbabweans. It does not help kuti wakabva kuno kuZimbabwe uchindonotsvaka basa and then spend 3 months 4 months in jail or wozodeportwa because you just failed to do a simple thing of getting an asylum or getting a waiver. Please do that. I know Marino needs some Joburg, but just do yourself a favor. Try to regularize your stay so that you avoid my inconveniences, especially when you are away from home. Try to avoid that. My handbrake here haadiwi. Saka please, my fellow Zimbabweans, ngatigadzise nyaya idzi. Anyway, on the other hand, what I feel is that what has led to this, it is the popular culture. The popular culture in South Africa right now is that people are saying, we are tired of foreigners. We are tired of these people. And what exacerbates the situation is when a South African encounters a situation whereby they are working, whether it is at a restaurant, whether it is at a company, and a Zimbabwean is preferred over them. How does that happen? Because the white monopoly bosses, they would prefer to hire foreigners because they want to save money. Let's say a foreigner a South African is entitled to get 10,000 South African rands as a salary. They can opt to give 6,000 or 7,000 to a foreigner and get rid of a South African who is entitled to 10,000. And not only that, there is also monies that are involved, this UIF and the other funds that are there, and the taxes and all of that. And as an employer, he wants to avoid all that paperwork and employ a foreigner where he just pays him his money and that's it. So these are the things that causes South Africans to be angry. And they say, we want to get rid of these people. And if people are going to ignore this, me in particular as a blogger or as a foreigner who lived in South Africa, we have a problem, South Africans. They have spoken loudly at these past elections with what they did to Julius Malema, despite him gaining popularity and all of that. But the people spoke at the polls and said, look, my guy, we love you, but this stance that you have on foreigners, that is the reason why we're not going to vote for you. Because they know these are real life problems. So as politicians, they do what interests them. And they don't do what people want. They do what gives them money. So at the end of the day, we need to look at ourselves as Zimbabweans and say, do you want to educate South Africans about illegal foreigners and all of that? And say, it's happening in Europe, it's happening in America, there's also problem of foreigners and all of that. It's happening in Britain. Or we need to find our own solutions to our problem. The problem. That is the question. So as much as this is painful to us, this is painful to everyone, it is also a wake-up call for us to face our own issues and not just whine and say, South Africans, they don't love us. We need to face our own truth.